First, let's clear up the big question. How much water is actually enough? You've probably heard 8 glasses a day, or drink a gallon. Here's the honest answer. There's no single magic number that fits everyone. Your needs depend on your body size, how active you are, the climate you live in, and what you eat. A rough, sensible target many people use is around 2 to 3 liters a day from all sources, including food and other drinks. But the simplest real-world guide is this. Aim for pale yellow urine. Drink when you're thirsty and a bit before you get thirsty. And an important note right up front, because this matters. More is not automatically better. Drinking a massive amount of water far beyond your needs can actually be harmful by throwing off your electrolyte balance. So this isn't about chugging a gallon to hit a number. It's about consistently giving your body the water it actually needs, instead of running slightly dry all day. With that clear, let's follow the timeline. Days 1 through 3. Let's be honest about this part, because it's the part that makes people quit. If you've been underhydrated for a long time, suddenly drinking enough water comes with one very obvious side effect. We'll be visiting the bathroom a lot. Way more than usual. For the first few days, this can feel almost annoying enough to give up. You feel like you're constantly refilling and constantly running to the bathroom. Here's the refrain. This is temporary, and it's actually a good sign. Your body has been holding on to water carefully because it wasn't sure when more was coming. As it learns that hydration is now reliable and steady, it stops over-conserving, and your bathroom trips settle into a normal rhythm within several days. So don't panic and don't quit. The frequent trips of the first few days are just your body recalibrating. Push through this window, because everything past it gets easier and better. Days 4 through 7. This is where the payoff starts, and for most people, it shows up first as energy. Here's something wild. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, sluggishness, and trouble concentrating. And because so many people are mildly underhydrated most of the time, they've come to accept that low, foggy feeling as just their normal baseline. As you move through this first week properly hydrated, a lot of people notice that afternoon slump softening. You feel a bit more awake, a bit sharper, a bit less like you're dragging yourself through the day. Headaches are another big one here. Dehydration is a common, sneaky trigger for headaches, and plenty of people who deal with regular low-grade headaches find they ease up once they're properly hydrated. By the end of week 1, the theme is simple. Things that felt like just how I am start to lift, and you realize some of it was just a water problem all along. This is the moment the habit starts to feel genuinely worth it. And if more energy and fewer headaches already sound good, the next 2 weeks are where the changes become visible, including the one around day 21 that surprises almost everyone. Week 2, days 8 through 14. Now the changes start showing up in places you can see and feel. Let's start with skin, because it's the one people notice in the mirror. When you're underhydrated, skin can look duller, drier, and more tired. Now, water alone isn't a magic skincare routine, but proper hydration supports your skin from the inside, and many people report their skin looking a little plumper, fresher, and less dull once they're consistently hydrated. Combined with the fact that you're probably swapping some sugary drinks for water, the effect adds up. Then there's digestion, and this one's underrated. Water is essential for moving things smoothly through your digestive system. If you've dealt with sluggish digestion or irregularity, proper hydration is often one of the simplest things that helps. Many people find week 2 brings noticeably smoother, more comfortable digestion and less bloating. And here's a bonus a lot of people notice. Proper hydration can help take the edge off cravings, because the body sometimes confuses thirst for hunger. So you may find yourself snacking a little less out of pure habit. Week 3, days 15 through 21. This is where that surprise I promised comes in. By now, the physical stuff keeps improving. Steady energy, fewer headaches, better skin and digestion. But here's the change around day 21 that catches almost everyone off guard, and it's mostly mental. Your relationship with thirst completely changes. For the first time, you actually start noticing your body's thirst signals clearly and craving water. People who used to go all day without a sip suddenly find themselves reaching for their bottle automatically and genuinely wanting it. The habit stops being a chore you force yourself to do and becomes something your body asks for. That shift is the quiet turning point, because once your body starts driving the habit instead of your willpower, staying hydrated stops taking effort. A lot of people also describe a subtle but real boost in mental clarity and mood by week 3. That clear-headed feeling since your brain, which is heavily water-dependent, is finally getting what it needs consistently. You don't just feel more hydrated, you feel more awake in general. Week 4. Days 22 through 30. This is where it stops being a challenge and becomes just who you are. By now, the whole system has settled. Your energy is steadier through the day. Headaches, if hydration was a trigger for you, are less frequent. Your skin looks fresher, your digestion runs smoother, and your bathroom trips have long since normalized. And crucially, drinking water is no longer something you have to remember and force. It's automatic. You carry a bottle without thinking. You drink when your body asks. The habit runs itself. But the deepest change in week 4 is what this proves to you. You took the single most basic health habit there is, one people constantly ignore because it seems too small to matter, and you actually did it consistently for a month. And you felt the difference. That teaches you something powerful. That the small, boring, unglamorous habits are often the ones that quietly change how you feel every single day. Water isn't exciting. And once you've felt that, it's hard to go back to running on empty. That's the real transformation, not just a hydrated body, but proof that simple, consistent habits actually pay off. Now, one honest and important point, because I promised accuracy over hype. You do not need to drink extreme amounts of water, and doing so can actually be dangerous. Chugging a gallon or more, far beyond what your body needs, can dilute the electrolytes in your blood, which in serious cases is a real medical risk. The goal of this whole challenge is adequate hydration, enough, consistently, not maximum. Listen to your body, aim for that pale yellow urine, and drink when thirsty guide. And if you have any kidney or heart conditions, or take medications that affect fluid balance, check with your doctor about the right amount for you. Simple, steady, sensible. That's the win. So how do you actually build this habit without forgetting by 10 a.m.? Keep it simple. Get a bottle you actually like and keep it visible. Out of sight really is out of mind with water. Drink a glass first thing when you wake up, before anything else, since you're mildly dehydrated after sleeping. Attach drinking to things you already do, every meal, every time you sit down at your desk, every phone call, and if plain water bores you, add lemon, cucumber, or a splash of fruit. Don't overthink it. Consistency beats precision every time. The bottom line is this: hydration might be the most underrated habit in all of health. It's simple, it's nearly free, and it quietly touches almost everything: your energy, your skin, your focus, your digestion, and your mood. 30 days is long enough to feel the difference for yourself. If this gave you a reason to go refill your bottle right now, hit subscribe, because that's exactly what this channel is here for, giving you real, simple, honest answers about your body. And tell me in the comments, how much water do you actually drink in a day? Be honest. I read every one, and I'll see you in the next one. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe.